Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal Yahweh, Ba'Ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Ahchyam, Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and much love to you brothers out there preaching in truth and sincerity. And this is just a quick, I meant to look this up before I did my video, just to make sure I'm using the right word, but I believe this is going to be a quick exhortation. Yeah, well, yeah, I'll say encouragement. Yeah, there we go, encouragement. You know, and I just had a quick testimony. So today I left out or whatever, and in the car, and I went to go get a tire. I was riding on a donut for a little bit. I had to go get I went to go get an oil change because I was well overdue, and I went to go get a tire. So I went to the oil change place, and you know, I had a little money, but you know, I wasn't trying to go up there, spend an arm and a leg. You know how those oil change places, a lot of them places will try to upsell you, and you need this, you need that, and really you only needed one thing. So I was like, you know, hey man, hopefully they ain't trying to get over it or whatever. So, you know, I gave him the card, told him, hey, oil change. You know, first off the rip, he telling me, oh man, you're gonna have to pay this extra amount of money because a little decree came out that the type of car you got now can't take the blend no more. Now you gotta use full synthetic, and that's gonna be this much. And I'm like, I used the blend last time. He like, oh, you know, it ain't compatible no more, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man. Or the new kind ain't compatible. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't even think to ask them did they have the old kind in stock, but you know how it be. So you just be like, whatever, man, go ahead. So anyway, they get to doing it. I go across the street, give me something to eat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I come back, check on the car. You know, the food wasn't done. Anyway, long story short, you know, I tell them, hey, yeah, man, I need a tire. You know what I'm saying? I went through a situation where my tire got really, really worn out. And I had, you know, I was riding on a donut. The tire shop down the street was closed. I'm like, man, I need a tire. You know what I'm saying? I'm prepared. I was fully prepared to spend the money. You know, I was going to stop at the tire shop first and then go get the oil change. But you know what I'm saying? I ended up going straight to the oil shop because the tire shop closed for the week. So, you know, he's like, you know, yeah, I'll see what I can do for you, blah, blah, blah. You know, and just for some reason, he didn't really upsell the tire. Like he wasn't really, oh yeah, I got this, blah, blah, blah tire. He didn't really say much about the tire, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I was walking around, you know, just waiting after I got my food. And he's like, all right, man, you know, what's going on with the tire? So I showed him, you know, it's real jacked up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the metal was coming out that tire, man. It was jacked up. He was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I think I got a tire for you or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, all right. Well, this just went from a $60 oil change to probably $160, maybe $200. I'm thinking in my mind, well, if a new tire is $100, because he already quoted me like $100 when I asked him earlier. And then I was like, okay. And he told me the little oil change was going to be like 60. So I'm thinking 160. Then at the back of my mind, I'm like, you know, how the flesh be. I'm like, man, messing around with this nigga, it's going to be slocky for my language. You know, if any Ahchyam watching or anybody sensitive to that word. But I was like, you know, man, messing around with you know, our people or just people in general in this world, man, you know, I'm like, man, mess around gonna be 200, you know. I'm gonna have to ask them, hey man, how we go from a possible 162 to, you know, 200 when, you know, we got $30-something worth of taxes. What's going on? So, you know, moving along. I'm on mic tripping or something. So moving on along through everything, you know, he puts the tire on, he gets me all good to go, you know, we leave, and he ends up charging me way less than he even quoted to begin with. He didn't charge me nothing for the tire. Instead of charging me 60 for the oil change, he charged me 48 for the synthetic blend type of deal, you know. And like I said, he gave me the tire for free because it was used, and he was just like, you know, hey man, go ahead. And I'm like, man, you know, call Halal Yahweh Ba'Ahchyam Yahweh Shai, man. Everything ain't all bad. Yeah, we go through stuff, but sometimes he look out for you, you know what I'm saying? And so I was telling the brother, like, hey man, you know, you can take this little supplement and that supplement, you know, for joint pain and anti-inflammatory, and you know, it'll help you out. For you brothers who don't know, I looked it up, and apparently you can use cherry. You know, of course, turmeric is very anti-inflammatory. I heard Elder Apostle Hart will recommend tart cherry juice. So I got to looking it up and seeing what type of supplements I can get. So I ended up getting this cherry, turmeric, and ginger blend concentrate juice. And so I got that, and I got this I got some turmeric pills, and I also ended up getting this stuff called, what is it? I think it's Boswellia. Yeah, Boswellin. Yeah. I think this is it. Boswellia serrata. You know, be careful what kind you get, because if you get gel caps, it's gonna have gelatin in it. So be careful, you bros out there. Just be careful. The kinds I ended up getting were straight up white. You know, they're like vegetarian. I don't think it was $40, but I can't remember. But either way, bros, by swelling, you see how it says help improve joint discomfort and protection and support for your joints. So it helps with joints. But anyway, so I was writing it down. You know, I hadn't put my wallet up yet after I paid for the thing. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know, here go the information, bro. You know, appreciate you. Good looking out. You know what I'm saying? I done left my dang wallet at the tire shop. I get all the way back by the house, about to go get some gas, and I ain't got my wallet on me. So the flesh instantly went into panic mode. Oh, man. Dang, man. Shanika was at the desktop. I mean, at the desk, man. You know, she looked kind of hood, man. She might have snatched up my wallet real quick. I'm like, dang, bro, I need to get up there before her car get done. So just in case, hey, man, hey, man, run them cameras back, man. Hey, she's still here. you know, the flesh automatically thinks the worst. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, you know what? I ain't gonna think like that, man. Lord willing, dude seen the wallet. He grabbed it up for me out of one right to put it away for me. I'm trying to call him on the phone, man. Some kind of way through my pocket, my dang cellular data done turned off. I'm trying to, because he gave me his card, but I ain't have it. It was by the wallet. I'm sitting here trying to Google the dang on shop, like, hey, let me call him real quick. Man, my junk keeps saying offline. I'm riding down the highway, you know what I'm saying, mind you, so I can't really fool with the phone full on, because I'm like, man, I ain't trying to wreck. So you know what I'm saying, I'm just like, man, I'm just going to get up here, man. No matter how many times I tried it, it would never go through, because I'm talking about that thing ended up on airplane mode and everything. I'm like, man, this is something else, man. So I'm riding down the highway. I'm like, man, I got to get up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, I can't speed neither. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get pulled over. I ain't got my wallet on me. I'm like, look, let me just, you know what I'm saying, get on up here. And man, as soon as I pulled up, he seen me. He was like, 1 second, ran up in there and grabbed my wallet for me, man. I was like, oh man, I appreciate you. I was like, dang, and Shanika was in there too. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, hey, you know, we laughed for a second or two or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Call Allah Ahchyam, Ahchyam, man. And I can only pray and hope for such mercy, you know what I'm saying, during the time of Jacob's trouble, man, when it starts increasing, you know what I'm saying? When they start, you know, coming against the people who fear the Lord, you know. Now I have a scripture here, Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are the called according to his purpose. And we know that the love of Yahweh is that we keep his commandments, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know that, I could pull it up. 1 John 5:3. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. You know what I'm saying? So all things work for the good of them that love Yahweh, that keep his commandments, to them who are the called according to his purpose. As you know, nobody can perfectly keep the law, but guess what? For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. What shall we then say to these things? If Yahweh be for us, who can be against us? He that spared not his own Son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect? It is Yahweh that justifieth. Who is he that condemneth? It is Hamashiach that died, yea rather. Salaki, bros. Okay, I gotta mute that. Who this call from? I'm gonna answer that in a second. I'm finish reading this real quick. Who is it that condemneth? It is Hamashiach that died, yea rather that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of Yahweh, who also maketh intercession for us. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, our Lord. So yeah, I just wanted to share that testimony real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we go through great tribulation. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be tried like gold in the fire. You know what I'm saying? But also, you know, the Most High has his loving side as well. And he shows his mercy, especially to his servants. I mean, the rain, it rains on the just and the unjust alike, as well as the sun rising on the just and the unjust alike. So, you know, sometimes it ain't always going to be bad, you know. But this place still got to go because it's full of crap. But sometimes, you know what? The Most High makes it bearable for you, where things don't go bad when they could have went real bad. Anyway, so with that, I want to say, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. And shalom to the 1/3 and the elect of the house of Israel. All right, shalom.